Hello everyone and welcome to Retro Dad and Modern Lad. My English translation of the Egword 2.0 software for the Sega Saturn is out now. The Egword software is word processing software that allows you to create, save and upload pictures from a digital camera, as well as printing and more. Today's video is going to walk you through the process of uploading pictures from a digital camera to print or use in documents. When you start up the Egword software, you'll notice a Japanese symbol in the bottom right of the screen. Press Z 3 times on the controller, or caps lock if you're using the Sega Saturn keyboard to change the letters to English, and press right shoulder button to activate the freestyle typing mode. Press the left shoulder button to bring up the on-screen keyboard or start typing with the Sega Saturn keyboard. While to access the top function bar, press start on the controller or F1 on the keyboard. Now I'll bring up a document with a picture already uploaded to show you the quality. When I show you the process of uploading pictures, I'll need to use the composite cables rather than the RGB SCART cable I'm currently using. This makes it difficult to record footage, so I'll be using my phone. These combined will produce a lower quality image. So showing one already uploaded will give you a good idea of the picture quality you can expect. I think for the 1990s it's fairly good picture quality and it's really fun. Now access the top function bar and move across the tool and down to image edit. This will load in a new menu screen. However, before we proceed to upload a picture from a digital camera, let me first show you the equipment you'll need and also how to set it all up in detail. Equipment you will need are a Sega Saturn, the Egword 2.0 printer interface, a digital camera from the 1990s with video out, a Saturn composite cable, either the original extender cable that comes with the Egword 2.0 interface, or if like me it never came with one, you'll need 2 composite cables with 3 male connectors each end. You will also need a way to save the pictures. The best methods are either a Saturn floppy disk drive or a Saturn Gamers cartridge, which I am using, that allows saves to be saved to an SD card. First up, take the Sega Saturn composite cable and take the end that goes into the Sega Saturn. Take this and put it into the Sega Saturn, and then also add in the Sega Saturn power cable. Then take the other ends, but just take the red and white part and put these into your television in the back. Then take the yellow part of the cable and put it into the blue connector for video in. Then take the Sega Saturn cable from the printer interface and connect it to the Sega Saturn's communication port on the console. If using the extender cable that come with the printer interface, you can connect it to the video out and the TV. If not, use a second composite cable and take the yellow from one end and connect it to the video out on the printer interface. Take the other yellow part of it and connect it to the spare yellow port on the back of the TV. Then you will need the digital camera. Take the video out cable, connect it to the video camera, and then connect the other end of it to the NTSC port on the printer interface. The spare port left on the printer interface is to connect a Sega Saturn floppy disk drive, although as previously said I am using a Sega Saturn Gamers cartridge for unlimited storage using an SD card. This port on the interface is a power cable. Now mine didn't come with one and it was a bit of a pain, so I'm going to show you the details on the plug that I bought, and also I'm going to put the details on the screen of the connector I put onto it. Next you need to turn the digital camera on. Now one issue I had is when I connected my digital camera, you could see it on the screen when you flipped over to it using the Sega Saturn and you could look through the pictures, but when it come to transferring the pictures to the actual Sega Saturn, it wasn't working properly. And what I figured out is that because my camera was a PAL camera and the video out was PAL, it wouldn't work with it. If you look carefully at the printer interface where you connect the camera, it actually says that it's NTSC, so you are going to need a digital camera that does video out for NTSC, so from America or Japan. Now the recommended camera is the Sega Digio from Japan, but it will work with any camera from the 1990s, but you will have difficulty with PAL. Now you can use an NTSC to PAL adapter, but the quality isn't very good, which is what I used. You will get much better quality by using a digital camera from either America or Japan at the time. So let's get back to the Egword software. We can move right on the function bar to edit, performing zoom or cut out. We can press right again to move to tool, which is the seal create, which is to add a picture frame. So let's go to new image. If you press Y in the software, you will move to the digital camera pictures on screen. To move between pictures, use the directions on your digital camera. To select the picture, press X and press A to download. So let's press the Y button to go to the digital camera pictures. We are now moving to a recording from my mobile phone of the TV screen and using composite cables, so picture quality may be lower. This is a picture of Pennywise from the film It I took with the digital camera. It's not someone you want to bump into in a dark alley. So press X to memorize the picture and A to download to Saturn from the digital camera. And here is the picture downloaded to the Saturn by the interface. I think for the 1990s it looks good, and if you go to the top function bar and to the seal create, you can select a part of the image to add to one of the 167 frames, to which you can either print or save and add to documents. As well as the standard frames, there is also ones featuring Tokimenki Memorial, Virtua Fighter Kids, Sonic and Friends, and Night into Dreams. Once you select a frame for your picture, you can either press A to print or press start and save it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to end this mode and we're going to go back into using the RGB SCART. So let's go back into the main menu of the Egword English translation and let's go to the images, because I've added 12 new images for the Egword English translation exclusive Sega Saturn New at the bottom. So if we move down to Sega Saturn New, what we can see is the new images are Bug, Saturn Rio, Clockwork Knight, Manx TT, Deep Fear, Panzer Dragoon Saga, Sega Sanshiro, 2 Sega Saturn logos, Sega Rally, Virtua Cop Janet and Burning Rangers. So let's move up to Sega Sanshiro and have a look at that. I think it looks really good, that one. I spent quite a long time selecting the images I wanted to use. I will leave it to people to discover what the other images I've added look like. I hope everyone enjoys playing around with the Egword 2.0 English translation software. If you've liked this video, give it a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We mainly do Sega Saturn videos. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon. Bye.